Welcome back to Believe in You Equestrian. I'm Ali Anderson and this is Lexy, who taught me what's in this video. Picture this, you're in the saddle, you've ridden this horse 100 times before. You know what you want to do, but the moment you pick up your reins, your brain starts running a movie of everything that might happen, and most of it's bad. Suddenly, you're 10 strides ahead of the ride, trying to fix everything that could go wrong and trying to control everything around you. You walk away thinking you have a confidence problem or that you don't have the skills to make this work. Neither of them is true. In this video, I want to show you a different way of looking at what's actually going on, because once you see it, you can't unsee it, and it changes everything. Lexy was going to be my horse of a lifetime. When things were going well, I loved the feel of how she moved and how easily she did the dressage movements. Even watching her in the paddock or free jumping on the arena, I just wanted to be riding her and feeling it. But those of you who knew her as a young horse know that when things weren't going well, she had some very extreme reactions. And whether I admitted it at the time or not, that really scared me. I'd get on her home arena where she was adjusted, and before my second foot was even in the stirrup, my mind was 10 strides ahead, wondering if the wind would blow something and make it flap, if the horses in the paddock next door would start running, if someone would drive past on the driveway, and what she might do in any of those situations, and how I'd deal with it, or ideally stop it happening at all. I was trying to control so many things that weren't even happening yet, and even if they did, things I had no actual control over. I was tense, it made her tense, and the ride I wanted just wasn't there. I remember one lesson, I thought I had everything under control. It was going really well. And then something small happened, and I don't even remember what it was. She gave a little spook and spin, and I went out over her shoulder. Something I'd normally sit really easily. But I wasn't there, right there in that stride, and it caught me completely off guard. And then it spiraled further. If I can't even manage something that small, how am I supposed to manage the big things I know she can do? And that's how it turned into a real downward spiral. So many riders get stuck where I did, thinking the only way out of the spiral is to do more. Improve your position, learn different techniques or training methods. Fake confidence until the real thing shows up. Avoid the scary corner of the arena. Not ride if it's too windy, raining, or someone's watching. It's a lot to manage and it gets overwhelming. The good news is you don't need to do any of that. Here's what's actually happening. Your mind has moved 10 strides ahead of the ride into what if. But your body and your horse's body and mind are right here in this stride. The one thing that unravels the spiral is bringing your mind back from what if to the one stride that is happening right now. It's simple, but it's not easy. Here's how you start. First, you catch yourself heading into what if. So for most riders, and definitely me, the first sign is holding your breath. When I'm scared or concentrating, I hold my breath, and that's the first thing to notice. Over time, you'll catch that change in your breath earlier. For now, you'll probably notice when you're running out of breath for no good reason. And that's exactly where it starts. Once you notice that, the next step is to ask what's actually happening right now, not what might happen 10 strides ahead. So how is your horse actually feeling and what are they actually doing right now in this stride? The easiest thing to look for is your horse's ears, because ideally they're right there in your eye line the whole ride. Are they with you riding in this stride? Are they pricked out into the distance because something's caught their eye? Or are they pinned back telling you something's wrong? Those are 3 very basic examples. You'll get to know what your own horse shows you. If you're finding it tricky to read your horse's ears while you're riding, a great place to start is on the ground. Watch your horse in the paddock with other horses, or notice it during groundwork or lunging. You'll start to see their ears as a bit of a language, and that carries over into the saddle. So that's it. 2 things, both happening right now. You notice you're holding your breath, that tells you to look for your horse's ears. Notice those 2 things, and you know what's actually happening right now in this stride. And from there, you can shape where the next stride goes. If any of my story with Lexy felt a little too familiar to you, or you want to delve deeper and learn more about what I learned from her the hard way, then a rider reflection session is where we begin. It's a free, no pressure conversation between 2 people who love their horses. We talk about what you find easy and fun with your horse, what you find difficult and frustrating, and what might actually help you move forward. If that sounds like you, follow the instructions in the description below to book your free rider reflection session. Chat soon.